Welcome everyone to winter in Wisconsin. Today I'm out at the White River Marsh State Wildlife Area. It is an absolutely gorgeous location and we got a bunch of snow on the ground and water just cutting through this gorgeous terrain. So I'm going to try something a little bit different than normal today. I've got my Canon M6 Mark II with a 70-300 telephoto lens, so that's actually giving me 110 to 480 millimeters due to crop factor. But I'm going to try really hard to do some good telephoto landscape photography. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned and let's see what happens. I came across a really unique composition here. I'm kind of shooting through the branches and I got all these sticks coming up out of the water. And honestly, I just really like the way they're coming up and what they're doing. So tried to zoom in through the branches and get a photo just right nice and sharp of them and tried to use them as leading lines coming into the frame from different angles. So yeah, gonna do a little bit of editing on this and hopefully enjoy the finished result. Okay, so got another really neat composition here. We got this log that's just snow covered and this creek just kind of off in the background. It's so just absolutely beautiful. But there's also some trees kind of coming up at a 45-degree angle. So I kind of centered the log on the bottom third line, and then I'm running the trees diagonal up through the frame to try to get a nice lead-in line in here. And yeah, between the snow, the trees, the water, oh, it is just such a sight to see. But due to the fact that I'm using my telephoto lens, I'm having real problems getting my ISO down to the normal 100 I'd prefer. I could set up a tripod, but I am in the middle of a whole bunch of thorn bushes right now, so I'm choosing not to. So I've decided to use automatic ISO, so my camera is just picking that so that I can get the exposure properly while keeping a shutter speed that isn't giving me camera shake. And for those of you that don't know, if you want to remove camera shake, just be sure to take the focal distance of your lens and multiply it by 2 and use that for a shutter speed, and you should have no camera shake. But yeah, all that aside, hopefully this is a really cool image, but here it is. So one of the advantages to limiting yourself to telephoto photography sometimes is you get compositions you wouldn't normally shoot, and this is a perfect example of that. So what I've got going on is the river is just kind of cutting through this ice a little bit, and there is just one lone rock sticking up. So what I did is I did a 16:9 composition with that little rock on the upper left third point, and then kind of have the river just kind of going diagonally in between the ice, and I'm really zoomed in, and it's extremely minimalistic, but should still end up being a really cool photo. So after some editing, I hope you enjoy the end result. So I came across another really interesting minimalistic composition here. There's this little sheet of ice on the river, and there's a leaf just frozen right in it. So I tried to position myself to get some of the ripples in the ice as a leading line coming in from the top left, and I've got the leaf just focused on one of the bottom, I think the bottom right third point. And just emphasizing that one lone object just frozen in the ice. It's so pretty. With that, not really sure what else to say. Ended up shooting that at ISO 200 or 2000 because that's what my camera wanted. But yeah, after some editing, hope you like it. Well, we have made it back to the car after a short little bushwhacking adventure through the White River Marsh wildlife area. I believe that's the name of it. If not, sorry, my bad. But yeah, it has been a gorgeous trip, and playing with telephoto has been so much fun. But yeah, probably gonna wrap up the video here, and I hope you've enjoyed the adventure. But if you did, as always, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and hopefully I will see you later.